Yeah, it was a long trip. 2 hours on the coach yesterday. I said to the boys, it's a long way to come, not to come away with anything. The first half performance I thought was absolutely fantastic. It probably rates probably one of the best performances I've seen at this club. The football was fantastic. The one touch, the two touch, the movement, the play from the back was fantastic, and it was a big pitch. We was able to get the ball out wide and let our wide men cause them a lot of problems. The fullbacks overlapped as well, so it was good. It was good to see. We scored from a set piece as well, which I was over the moon with, and we took the 1-0 lead, and I only thought that we was going to go and push on from there. But a lack of concentration at the back enabled them to get a penalty, which I don't think was a penalty, but we seen them give them. The referee obviously yesterday see it in a different light and gave the penalty, and you have to deal with that, and the boy tugged it away very nicely. We showed some character to come back, and we scored again from Ellis Carter, a well-worked free kick into Ellis Carter, who's been fouled. He's picked himself up, taken it past one player and scored. Just showed you the strength of the character there. Some people would have stayed down and taken a free kick. He's actually got up and carried on playing and took his goal very well. Went in at half-time, 2-1 up. Can only see one winner here. We could obviously go on to the second half and get 3 or 4 goals and make it look convincing, or we can drop our standards and allow them to get back into the game. Most teams that go in at half time down will come back out fighting for the first 15-20 minutes. If you can ride that storm, then obviously your ability and your work rate and your ethics and your foundations that you put in place all season will come through. But we allowed them to control the game and control the tempo in the second half. We wasn't allowed to get near them. We wasn't allowed the freedom on the ball that we like to have, and we had to really do a lot of hard graft in the second half. They got the second goal. It was coming. They deserved the second goal. We had chances to go 3-1 up, but they got back on level terms, and we changed the formation probably about 15 minutes to go in the second half. We always knew there was another chance coming our way, and funnily enough it happened to be another 3 chances, but we finally took the chance in the 89th minute, and I just think it showed the characters from the boys. We pushed on. We knew it was our game in hand on the leaders, and we needed to get something out of the game. In reflection, perhaps a 2-2 draw would have been a fair result on them, because I think they're probably the best footballing side that we've played this year. Them and Needham Market play some fantastic football, and I don't think the league table reflects on that. But they're a young side. They're only going to get better as the years to come. But I think we managed to turn it round, and I said at the beginning of the season, the team spirit at this club and what we're trying to achieve off the pitch and on the pitch will get us 15 points. Well, that's another 3 points there. Normally we look to sort of push on and get something out of the game, and we did that in the 89th minute. We dug in deep, we got something out of the game. The scoreline probably flattered us, if I'm honest with you. I think a 2-2 draw would have been a fair result, but I take 3 points and we move on again to Tuesday, which is going to be a big cup competition for us. It's something that I believe in this year that we can win. Everyone likes a cup run. We're not taking anything away from the league. The league is our bread and butter this year, but I do think we can get something out of the League Cup. We've got Team Braintree, who are flying this year as well, so we know what to expect there. We've got a few ex-Housed Town players, so they're going to raise their game. So we need to be on top form. We need to make sure that everybody's up for the game from the first whistle, and we'll see what we get out of the game. But the big game next week for me is Team Bury away. We've played them twice this year, and we need to go there and put a solid performance in. The performances we put in against Team Bury have been enough to win the game. But we've gone away with a loss in the Vase and a win in the league, and I think both games we could have been quite convincingly 5-6-0 winners in that, and it hasn't been. So we need to make sure we switch on for the first whistle and make sure we do a job. It's been pleasing this week. It's been a tough time for me as a manager. It's probably been the toughest time as a manager for me, with the ongoings on the field and off the field this week. But we're here to learn. You know, we're learning as a team, we're learning as a club, we're learning as a manager myself, being at the top. It's been a while since we've been at the top and challenging now for promotion. It's still early doors in the season, but the reflection of how teams treat you, how teams set up against you, is all new for us. It's all new as a manager. Last season we was a mid-table side. People will just come here and just try and win. So we're encountering loads of different techniques, loads of different styles, loads of different play, and it's just something that we need to adapt to. I need to adapt to as a manager. I'm still learning as a manager at 31. 31, nearly 32. I'm still early part of my career as a manager. So it's something that I'm learning very quickly. It's something that I'll be sitting down this week speaking to some people that I know and trying to improve myself as a manager of how I deal with things and how we set up. But we're learning and we're looking to move forward, and that's the main thing.